Hi everyone, my name is Cynthia. Let's talk books. And today I am going to give you a tour of my new shelves. I recently moved. I've been moved for what, 2 weeks now? A week and a half? Anyways, my shelves are up. And while some of it is still going to change, I thought I would give you a tour of what the shelves look like now when all the books are shelved and at least somewhat organized. So let me turn this around and show you my shelves. Okay, so this is the living room that I have these shelves in. The top shelf has a Snorlax because I love Pokemons. Used to play Pokemon Go all the time. But all right, behind that, I have a bunch of my blank books. I decided to put them here so that they're kind of more present. And then a bunch of kind of random books actually ended up in this shelf. Dominicana, I really want to get to. The Silence of the Girls, I love. Women Talking, I'm going to buddy read it with Cousin at some point. We haven't decided when. Pet, I really need to get to. Still Alive is one of my favorite all-time books. Anyway, I don't need to get through all of them, but you get the idea here. Shelf right next to it is my Harry Potter collections. I've got two in French, and then these are mostly my UK editions. My American editions are all in my family's house in Kansas, and I've got a plant. All right, zooming on down here. I decided to put a bunch of fantasy over here, sci-fi, and then some romance and mystery. Honestly, okay, random, a bit random over here. It just is what it is. This is my I don't know, my favorites shelf, I guess. So maybe I should take some stuff out so you can actually see what's in here. So some classics, but then I have my Celia Moreno Garcia collection of books. I just got them all signed by her, so I'm really excited. This is my prized possessions right here. I have some Agatha Christie here. I don't know why Confederacy of Justice is here in the middle. Breaking up Agatha Christie, Pride and Prejudice, and Jane Eyre. So I've got a bunch of different editions. This one's in French of Jane Austen, but there you go. This is a more defined shelf. This is fantasy. So you can see you've got lots of fantasy there, most of which I have not yet read, but planning on getting to. Right next to it is a romance shelf. I wanted to have romance prominently displayed on my shelves because I don't hide my romance reading, and I'm quite proud of my romance collection. So some of this has been read, some of it has not. Kind of random. Below that is kind of more fantasy, and then some randoms over here because this shelf ended up having some room when I was putting things in the shelf. The two bottom shelves are games and a few DVDs. And then this is a kind of YA middle grade section. I have a lot of these in hardcover, so they just ended up on the shelf together. Then we have my cart over here. I haven't decided what's going to go on the cart exactly, except that this is going to be my, the top shelf is going to be for books I just read. Then, as we go up here, Harry and Meghan are there along with one of my dogs. So this kind of ended up being a bit random of a shelf too. But the Poppy War and the Dragon Republic, Circe, mostly books I haven't read here until you get to the end, which some of these I have read. Right next to that is another fantasy shelf. Some of them I've read, some of them I have not. Then a mystery shelf. Series, mostly series up here, right? The Chelsea Kane series, the Amish Murder Mystery series, and then just some randoms. Actually, I need to take these two out. I want to put all my in-depth books together, but I haven't figured out how to do it in these shelves yet. All right, next to that, though, is more romance. Yeah, again, not really strongly organized. But there you go. Below that is kind of just general fiction shelf. yeah, kind of literary fiction mostly, with some like some random nods. Right next to that is kind of more of a thriller mystery one as well. Um, yeah, some Octavia Butler, the Natural series. I have the first book in this series, but I gave it to my sister. So it's an incomplete series. Below that is fantasy YA. Yes, it all fantasy YA? Yes, it is. So this is mostly Owl Crate books, and so mostly books that I have not read that I got through Owl Crate. Next to that is my French classics shelf. So I have a series in my channel on the reading the French classics. And so these are all books that are either on my TBR or books that I have read for that series. And that's why these 4 books up here are just sitting on top, even though I could find space for them in other shelves, but I feel like those all need to go together. I don't know. There we go. Below that is a kind of random shelf. I started putting some of the Nora Roberts and then I was like, but the in-depth books some of them are over there. And anyway, I need to organize this so that this becomes like my Nora Roberts and a few randoms shelf. And then over here ended up being just kind of hardcovers that were all like sort of in the same size. It looks like mostly YA, mostly fantasy. Yeah. And then this box, I should talk a little bit about this box. This is a box of books that I have decided that I'm going to unhaul. Yeah. I'm going to donate them as soon as the madness is over. Some of them I didn't like very much. Others I just like have outgrown. Some of them you can see were just doubles. Either way, I need to get rid of more books to make room on my shelves, and these books all made it to the unhaul box. So I'm going to keep adding books to this here though, because I'm trying to just be more like just make more decisions about, do I really need to have this book? Am I ever going to read it ever again? And if the answer is no, then to donate it. Yeah. So these are my shelves. Let me step back so you can see kind of how they look together here. So see 2 on one side, window with a card, and then the two other shelves. So that is it, guys. That is my bookshelf tour. It's not all my books. I actually do have a few more books upstairs, but thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.